Karen retrial, day 27. Today is a half day, tomorrow is a half day, and here's what happened in court today. First to take the stand is Brian, aka Lucky. He is a Canton plow driver, and I love him. He confirms that he's familiar with the Alberts brothers and that he knows Chris Albert the most. He testifies to working the snowplow on January 29th. He started his shift that day at 2:15 a.m. At one point, they do like a plow truck point of view showing what Lucky can see when he's in the plow truck. He confirms that he can see 4 to 5 feet ahead of him and confirming that he didn't see anything on the ground. He confirms that he came back to 34 Fairview about 45 minutes later at 3:30 a.m., states that he saw a Ford Edge in front of the house near the flagpole. Because of the SUV being parked there, he should have reported it to his supervisor to have it moved or towed, but he didn't call his supervisor because it was law enforcement. During cross-examination, Brennan is asking him if he ever felt threatened or intimidated, and he says no. He's asking him if he had heard him being talked about by a blogger who we all know is Turtle Boy. And he's like, I wasn't worried about what people were saying online or in blogs because it was literally when my wife just died. He's then asking him about pictures of him that were released online after the first trial and whether he was embarrassed or upset about it. And he's like, I wouldn't say embarrassed as more as just aggravated. Next on the stand was Karina. I'm not going to say her last name. I'm the worst with Greek names. I'll butcher it. She's a Canton resident with 2 daughters. She met Jen McCabe and John O'Keefe through her children's sports. She testified about her interactions with Karen and John O'Keefe at the waterfall that night. She said John and Karen seemed affectionate that night. At one point, he kissed her on the forehead, and she thought it was the sweetest thing ever. The defense even played a clip of the video where it showed O'Keefe kissing Karen. She says she left the bar around midnight with Karen and Jen McCabe, while her husband, Matt McCabe, stayed behind, as well as Chris Albert, Brian Albert, and Higgins. She says, as we're leaving, Jen went over to Karen, kind of put her arm around her and just kept saying, you're coming with me, you're coming with me. And Karen kind of like, what? Where are we going? She said it was a strange interaction and it stood out. There was also a sidebar regarding an article that Turtle Boy had written that was entered into evidence today. Court wrapped up early today. It was supposed to be a half day. They said that since they are ahead of schedule, they are going to give the jury the day off tomorrow and resume court on Friday.